If you found yourself stumbling over specific subject areas, you may find those subject areas eliminated from the future bar exam. Let's dive into what exact subjects you can look forward to seeing eliminated from the bar exam. If you are struggling with conflict of laws, family law, secured transactions, or trust future interests or wills, you can look forward to those no longer being tested on the exam. You can also look forward to criminal procedure no longer testing procedural rules, but only testing constitutional protections on this new exam. Finally, the subjects that will remain include civil procedure, constitutional law, contracts and sales, criminal law, and some procedure, evidence, torts, and real property. So in total, you'll have 14 testable subjects between the multiple choice section and the essay section. Maybe the subject areas that remain are the ones that you have trouble over. But did you know that you don't have to have trouble on any subject area? If you begin to affirm that you do well in this subject area, that memory of the rules and standards applicable stay in your mind and are easily recalled, you'll find yourself fulfilling that prophecy as you study and review material and as you test yourself in the study process. On the other hand, if you continue to affirm that you suck at contracts or that this darned rule of perpetuities can just never lay straight in my mind, if you continue with such statements, your brain has no choice but to fulfill that prophecy on your behalf. Otherwise, you'd be insane. But now let's talk about sections. The biggest change that we're seeing is the change of the format of the exam. The NCVE proposes to integrate the three different sections, the multiple choice section, the essay section, and the practical test section, and create one entire test where one scenario could be the springboard for all formats of questioning. This means different formats of questioning can be applied to this same set of facts or scenario. You'll need to be ready to switch the way that your mind is approaching the exam and be ready for anything from a multiple choice to an essay or even a practical exercise. On the subject of practical exercises, the NCBE has decided that testing practical skills yields a far more accurate assessment of how you'll do as a lawyer than testing book knowledge per se. For this reason, they are courting the idea of testing even more practical skills on the exam. In this vein, you can look forward to assessments that include testing your skills in not only legal research and writing, issue spotting and analysis, but also in investigating and evaluating, client counseling and advising, negotiating and dispute resolution, as well as client relationship and client management. All of these are skills that are required in the practical world, and sure does make your summer experiences, internships, and clerkships pay off even greater for you. This test will be all computer-based. So if you were hoping to be able to write your way through some portions of the exam, that will no longer be the case. There will be numerous locations to take this exam, some commercial testing centers, as well as jurisdictional testing sites. The NCB intends to keep this as a live, in-person, and proctored exam, as opposed to a remote home testing situation. With all these changes taken into account, will it be an easier test or a harder one? I personally communicated with the bar exam tutor world about how they're tackling the academic side of the bar exam. While they do their best to encourage their clients through the process, they've pointed out there are some real issues that stand between their clients even trying to do well on studying in order to pass the bar exam. They've made it abundantly clear that the mindset challenges that exist will continue to remain unless they are addressed specifically. A lot of these are self-sabotaging thoughts that start with, I'm not prepared, I'll never be prepared, what's the use? Also, extreme reactions to early testing. If they do 20 questions, a multiple choice practice, and they don't score as well as they thought they should, but it's only the first 2 weeks of studying, they will still create this unrealistic picture, the story, the scenario that's not founded in fact, that extrapolates these 20 questions into their future attempt at taking the bar exam and their chances of passing. This sort of spiraling negative future projection and getting down on oneself, creating self-doubt, undermining your confidence, is what would really make a change in the bar exam feel detrimental to you. The truth is, whether you think you will fail or you think you will pass, it's your thinking that makes it so. If you want to uproot the negative thoughts and replace them with positive, uplifting thoughts that create ease and remove resistance, look below for our manual to bust bar exam blocks. It's available free to you today, and you can use this manual to discover what the root of those nagging thoughts and extreme reactions may be, and start working on them at the root so that you can be free to succeed in studying and on the bar.